I wrote this piece entitled Two Americas. The Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. so eloquently said, "We must come to see that the end we seek is a society at peace with itself, a society that can live with its conscience." I am heartened and disheartened at the same time that so many of his words that prove to be a healing balm to our spirits and nation are relevant and timely still, for real. This is what the brutal reckoning of the last year has been. Black and brown voices saying, screaming actually, that this society is not at peace with itself. How could it be? It's unable to live with its conscience because it can't even admit the level of violence that it continues to inflict on us, just because. We earnestly chanted something so fundamentally basic, Black Lives Matter. To that you retorted, all lives matter, and blue lives matter. Until ironically a couple of weeks ago when your own lives and blue lives didn't even matter enough at the Capitol. That you rioted and stormed for rationales and logic that remain completely ignorant and unformed. Misinformed. Well, we can't even say that we were not forewarned. We witnessed white privilege and supremacy blatantly performed. Now, I'm not speaking for all of us, but let me tell you what Black folks saw, which we already knew. That those in uniform, even when their lives are blatantly in distress, they know how to withhold and suppress, reassess their need to shoot and kill. We are distraught still with your knee on his neck for 8 minutes and 46 seconds. We won't soon forget. The hashtags you forced us to become when Eric Garner was merely selling loose cigarettes and Philando Castile was reaching for his identification. And Trayvon Martin was just walking through a neighborhood with Skittles and a hoodie on. And George Floyd allegedly had a counterfeit 20. But then you have jokers like Jacob Chansley rioting in DC, arrested and in a detention center, but foregoing food in a panic because it's not organic. Like we legit had children locked up in cages, casually on front pages. There are two Americas, and they are vastly different. And to that, don't you dare remain complicit and indifferent.